Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamara and today we are going to work on the booklet and inserts. To keep the video short, I've already put the tape on, but I will tell you what everything is. So we're going to start with the booklet. So we'll set these aside. Okay, we'll start with the booklet. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with piece A, which has nothing on it. It is 7 by 8.5. Okay, so then we're going to take our piece C, which is 7 5/8 by 8.5. It has 2 score lines. Your score line is at 1/2, and then 1/8 over at 5/8. So hopefully we're going to get this scored properly. Mine is looking like it's going to be complicated. I dislike using the 1/8 inch score lines because they're always fun to score, so don't hate me too much. But for this to work, it needed to be just 1/8. So hopefully it is scoring properly. Okay, so we're going to take piece C and we are going to put it onto the left side of piece A. But first of all, I'm probably going to forget to tell you this a few times. So when you have a piece that is the exact same size, you just want to taper those edges. It'll just kind of hide a little bit of the construction. Okay, so then we'll put it back. And now this is how I always do it. So if my head is in the way, I apologize. But I line everything up and then I hold things tight and then I pull the tape backing. Because I cannot get things straight even if my life depended on it. Okay, so there we have one piece attached. Okay. Mine is very crooked. You can always rescore, just like what I'm going to do here. You kind of line things up and you just kind of give it a burnish again, okay? So that's that one. So now we're going to take piece B that has the 1/4 inch score line, and we are going to fold on our score lines. Burnish. Okay, fold on both score lines. Burnish. And then you want to bring out that first so that you can see where it's attaching. And as you're going to be able to tell, some of our pieces are going to be upside down. But if that bothers you, just erase your marks and put them on the right way. It's not going to bother me all too terribly much. So, okay, so miter. Okay, open up piece C and do the same thing with piece B. Now again, I apologize if my head is in the way. Okay, get everything lined up and then lift and pull your tape. Now I'm going to struggle with one side because I broke all my fingernails. And that is usually what I use. Okay, so there you have that one. So this, your C is going to fold in and your B is going to fold over top, making the booklet. Okay, so now we'll put our additional pieces on. Okay, so you have your B and C. So we're going to take, we've got 2 D pieces. One of them is just going to be a flap. One of them we are going to turn into the L pocket. So the first one we'll put on is the one without the additional line. So you'll fold and burnish. Okay, taper because these are all the same widths. So you're going to taper. And that doesn't have to be, as you can see, mine are just little tapers here. Like it doesn't have to be a big amount, just like that. Okay. So then D is going to go, open B, open your B flap, and then your D flap is going to go inside of that. So line it up right on the edge. I can see I have some trimming to do. Right on the edge. And then you can pull your tape backing. Hopefully you're in the shot. I keep pulling it closer to me so that I can see. Give it a burnish. Okay, so that one's done. So now we're going to take the other piece D. I don't know if you can see my pencil marks at all. So you have your, and before we do any folding, you're going to make a mark over from the cut edge over 2 inches. Okay, and then up from the other corner, from the bottom right corner, you're going to score or make a tick mark up 3 inches. And then you can either use your trimmer or just cut. I'm just going to cut, hopefully straight, right on that pencil line. So if you're just going to use your trimmer, you just need to line up those 2 tick marks and slice this edge off. This you can toss away. Okay, and then erase your marks. And if you're going to cut with scissors, you want to draw a pencil line across from those 2 tick marks. Okay, so then you can fold and burnish and do your tapering. Try and keep my surface clean, keep all the junk out. Okay, do your taper. My scissors are dirty, I need to clean them. Okay, and then this piece is going to go on the inside of C. Okay, so just line that up on the inside of your C piece, hold it down and pull your tape. Just like so. Then I realized that I forgot to do the inside piece, so I'm going to steal. Okay, so you have your flaps here, and then you have your flap here. Okay, so your first is the E, so we'll close up C. Okay, so now we have top of D, so now you have your E pieces. You have E1, which is 4 by 7.5. And you have your E2, which is also 4 by 7.5, but our score lines are different. So on E1, you're going to score at 1/2 inch on 3 sides, 1 long side and 2 short sides. On piece E, you're going to score the 2 short sides at 1/2 inch, and then you're going to score the long side here. You're going to, the short side, you're going to score at 1/2 or at 1 inch. And this is just to tell you that it's a stack pocket and not to tape this edge. Okay, so let's get that one on there. Okay, so we're gonna miter our corners, which is cutting through that X where those 2 lines intersect, just like so. Okay, and then you can fold your score lines and burnish. Always fold and burnish. There's a nice crisp edge. Okay, once you have your score lines folded, you'll flip it over and just inspect that your you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so then if you want to, I'm going to open it up because I don't see so good. So you're going to attach the pocket to the edge of piece D. Sorry. Oh, look at that, I was right. Okay, so you're going to line everything up and attach your pocket. I apologize for not talking. I get into the construction and okay. So then you're going to take your piece E, and where your tape is attached, you're just going to cut up just to that score line, not past. Okay, and then you're just gonna taper a little bit and so that it looks like that. Okay, do the same thing on the other side. Just cut up to that score line, not past, and then trim, taper a little bit. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Okay, so you have that little angle there. Okay, so you don't need to fold this. Okay, that is just a guideline to where to cut. Okay, so fold and burnish those other two. Okay, bring in your booklet again. And then now this pocket is just going to slide in just like that. I always dry fit before I pull the tape off of the stack pocket just to make sure I don't have to do any minor adjustments. Okay, so you can pull the tape off of both of those. Okay, and then just slide it back in there all the way. You're not going to be able to go any farther. Just like so. Put it down and burnish. Okay, so there's that. Okay, and then the last piece is piece F, which is going to go inside on piece D. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to miter your corners where those two score lines intersected. Fold and burnish. Do your inspecting to make sure there's no overlapping so that you don't have any excess bulk in your album or booklet in this case. See, nothing is catching. Okay, so you're going to bring this in and you're going to line this pocket up just like that. Pull your tape off and stick it down. I always keep my hand on there because it will still move a smidgen and you don't want to have it move on you so that you don't have any bubbles. So there you have it. Okay, so then on the inside, and like I said, I forgot to cut all the pieces, but all of the pieces will be down below. I just didn't have them in the construction. Okay, so you're going to open this up. And I think the reason I forgot to cut is because we want to put our decorative paper down before we put this on, and I don't have my paper. So you're just going to make yourself your waterfall, okay, which I'm not sure what the pieces are. Where do we left F? So we'll do G, H, I, J pieces, okay, and which will be down there. So you're going to put those together just like you did in all of the other pages. So once you have your decorative paper here, then you'll place down your photo mat right down in the bottom. Okay, just like so. Alrighty, so that is that. So there's your booklet. Okay, you'll close the left, then close the right over, and you have your booklet. Okay, so now we will do insert 1. And again, I've cut all of the pieces so we can try and speed up this video, being that we're doing 3 things. It's already going to be long enough. Okay, so here we're working on insert 1. Okay, so you'll start with piece A, which is 7 by 10 with 1 score line in the middle at 5. Fold and burnish, and this is going to create the booklet. Okay, just like so. Okay, whichever way you want to have it. Okay, now you have 2 B pieces, which are the same, 5 by 8. Okay, so we'll get those ready. Okay, you're going to, you guessed it, taper your corners or your edges or however you, okay, you can do them both at the same time so that you can get everything done all at once. Fold and burnish. Fold, burnish, fold, burnish, inspect. Fold, burnish, inspect, FBI. That's so funny. Okay. Fold, burnish, inspect. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we're going to take our A piece, open that up. Okay, and our pockets are going to go on the outer, wow, my paper is so off, on the outer edge. Now I'm just going to see if one fits another side better, which I'm thinking it does. Okay, so we will put that one there. Okay, so you're going to pull off your tape, if you can get it off in a timely manner. Okay, whoopsie, see mine, oh dear, mine moved a smidgen. Come on, work with me here. That's not gonna, so I guess down we go. It's just slightly crooked, but I can live with that. Okay, so there's first piece B put on. Okay, so now we put the other piece B on, which is gonna go right on the other side. Okay, just same way. Get everything all lined up. It doesn't matter which piece you pull off first. Okay. Sometimes it's easier to pull and then do the side pieces after, because you can then move it and it's really not going to make much difference. Pull that off. Okay, so there we have it. Basically what you're doing is you're just creating a little booklet that is a mirror of one side and the other. Okay, so now you have your C1 and 2 C2s, and this is the same thing. It's a stack pocket, so you have your pocket on the bottom, which is C1, which is scored at 1/2 on 3 sides. And then you have your C2, sorry, I didn't give you any measurements. C1 is 3 by 5.5. C2 is 2 3/4 by 5.5. And you're only gonna score on the 2 ends. And then if you wanna score, that's fine, or you can make a pencil mark along the bottom at the 1/2 inch, okay? So these are your stack pockets. You're gonna do 2 of those, 2 of these, 4 of those other pieces. Okay, so you're going to miter. Okay, we can do all of our pieces here. Okay, so you're going to miter your 2 C1s. Like so. And then your C2s, you're going to cut up that score line and just taper in. Both sides, cut up that score line and taper in. Okay. The other C2, cut up that score line and taper in. Hopefully you can see well enough as to what I'm doing. Okay. Cut up your, and as you can see, I don't tape all the way because it's a waste of tape. And I wanna, it's not like it's saving a lot, but it's saving a little, so I don't tape all the way. And then cut up. Last piece. There you go, last one, cut up and then taper in. Okay, so now we can deal with our garbage. Get that out of the way. Okay, so you're gonna start with your piece C1, fold and burnish. Fold and burnish. Okay, and then that's going to go right there. And then your two C2 pieces, you just fold the two score lines. If you scored along the long edge, you don't want to score that one. Okay, so there's one. Two. Okay, we'll put this one on and then we'll do the other. Okay, so you're going to put your C1 right on the edge there, just like that. Now I don't really have a particular place that these inserts are going, so this could simply be a freebie that you're not including in your album, or you can include it in your album. Once mine is completed, I will see where it fits best. Okay, so then you're going to take, and like I said, I do a dry fit just to make sure that everything works and which piece I'm going to put where, because as much as I want to say everything is perfect, it is not. I don't know if it's my trimmer or if it's the paper, but it does not necessarily always fit perfect. And I am a little bit of a perfectionist, so I like things to fit perfect. Okay, so you're going to pull those off, tuck it in as far as it's going to go. Not going to go any farther, it won't let you. Stick it down. Okay, burnish. Okay, do the same, same thing with the other piece, which, okay, we don't need that piece, so I will doctor the measurements and disregard half of everything that I said. We don't need the C, we just need two pieces. We only have two pockets. That's my bad. So hopefully you're going to watch the video before you make everything so that you don't waste paper like I did, or you can save that piece and make another one, because you may want to add another one of these into your album if it fits somewhere that you like, because there are a few pockets. It's just that you don't want it to be too bulky. Okay, so you're going to put your C1 down, line up your edges. That one fit perfect. Okay. Pull off your tape. Okay. Do your dry fit and make sure everything fits. Wow, this one is terrible. Let's see if a different one will work. Oh, that one is much better. So yeah, like depending on how you cut with your trimmer and everything, it could change the way everything fits. I'm just gonna adjust this a little bit if I can, because it sticks out just a smidgen. So I'm just gonna see if I can pull that enough to get it to fit better, which I did. Okay, so pull your tape. Slide it in, and like I say, it's only going to go as far as it is allowed to go. Just like so. And stick it down. And there you have your insert. And this will have little tags. You can stick a photo back there. Okay, so you have insert 1. Okay, so you got your booklet and insert 1 with a couple extra pieces. My apologies. Okay, and now we will work on insert 2, which is quick and painless. Okay, so your insert 2. Okay. So you have your A, which is 5 by 7. And you have 2 B's, which are also 5 by 7, but they have a score line on the 5-inch side at a 1/2 inch. With this one, you're going to tape on the bumpy side, not as normal on the dinted side. I don't know if you can tell, but I messed up. So, oopsie. So you put your tape on the dinted side. Okay, you're going to do the same thing, and you're just going to taper your edges here. Just like so. Fold and burnish. Oh, taper. See, I almost forgot already. Memory's good, but it's awful short. Taper. Fold and burnish. Okay, so now with these 2 pieces and your piece A, you're going to put them on the, good Lord. Okay, this is just the one I did wrong. Okay, take your B piece. Okay, open that up. Now you can see how there's a little bit of a bubble there in the fold. So you're going to slide that under. Again, like I say, I like to dry fit and just make sure that everything's lined up, okay? And you're going to put it on the back side, okay? So you want to peel. Now this is how I do that. I peel just a little bit, just so I can grab it and fold it. Okay, put it back under there. Okay, get everything lined up exactly. You want it to be a little bit away from the score line, not any great amount, not 1/8 of an inch, or you just want to see the score line so that when you fold it, there's no interference and it folds right. So there you have, there's your first fold, okay? So now you're going to do the same thing. I'm going to flip it around because I'm right-handed. So you're going to do the same thing with the other piece. Okay, do the dry fit. Make sure that it fits right. And you don't need to adjust or trim anymore. Okay, just like that. Okay, mine fits. So you're going to pull that little bit, have it showing. Tuck it back under and get everything all lined up. Leaving just a little past, whoa, just a little. Again, I apologize if my head is in the way. There, okay. And then just slowly pull, push down, pull, stick, pull. Okay, so there you have your insert. Okay, now we're going to put a pocket on the inside. Okay, just inside there. Just a little something. Okay, so what do? Miter our corners. Miter our corners. Okay, fold burnish. And inspect. As you can see there's a little, but it's not very much. It's not much at all. That one it is. So when that happens, which I'm glad it did, because then I can show you. All you do is take the tiniest little sliver off the entire way. See how little that is? Okay, tiny sliver, not much at all. Just a sliver. Okay, just like that. Now watch how, see, nothing interferes, okay? So get that out of the way because Lord knows it's gonna stick. Okay, so pull in your insert. And this is gonna just go, you wanna just kind of center it in there. You're gonna have a little bit of space on either side, which is good because that will hold, or that will allow your flaps to fold in without any interference. Okay, so you're just gonna pull your tape off. And there you have it. Our inserts are done. Ta-da! And there is your insert number 2. Hopefully you're enjoying this. And I hope to see you back next week. Hope you enjoyed. Happy crafting, everyone.